So in this video, I'm going to tell you my best tips on everything you have to do, like the full journey from having the thought and idea of wanting to become a pop star or start making pop music, the actual how to write, how to produce, how to do everything like that, and what to do once you're done. Like when you're done with the songs, what do you do with it? Like where do you put it? How do you put it out on the internet for free? I'm gonna tell you everything that I've learned through my years of trial and failure. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lynn Margot and I'm a singer, songwriter, artist. I don't know what to call myself, but in this video I'm going to take you on a journey and tell you everything you have to know if you want to be a pop star or make pop music in any way. There will be timestamps on this video, so if you're just interested in one part of this whole process, then, you know, use the timestamps. So in the end of this video, I'm also going to give you a few extra tips, so stay till the end to get some, you know, little gems that I've just sprinkled in there. I don't believe anyone is completely talentless, and I believe that you can become more talented. Like, you may not ever be the next Beyonce, but you can always improve from where you're at right now. You also have to know that creativity, and especially when it comes to writing songs, writing books, you know, painting, all these things, creativity is a muscle and you have to use it and keep using it in order to keep it like functioning. Because if you have never done anything creative in your life and you're just all of a sudden trying to write songs, your mind is probably gonna have the problem, which is writer's block. And this is something that writers for music, film, books and everything go through. It's fine. And I have a full video on how to beat writer's block, actually. So now I'm gonna teach you how to write a song from scratch. Okay, so other songwriters might disagree with me on this, but I think the most important thing that has helped me make my songwriting more efficient is to have a document that is called My Lyrics. Just try to have like a note in your phone, and whenever you come to think of something that might be a good word or a good sentence or a paragraph that you like, just put it in the notes on your phone. And I do this pretty much all the time, and I hear a word that I'm like, wow, that's a great song title, or that would be an amazing thing to write a song about, like a topic for a song. I write it down in my phone. Something that you pretty much have to learn because you are very much a perfectionist when you start writing songs, but it's to just let it flow. Like, just let yourself write freely without being too self-critical, without having things rhyme, you know, just write freely. Whatever is in your mind, write about it and just let words come onto paper, because that is the first step that you have to do in order to make a song. You know, you have to have words. To me, it's the easiest to do it first. So the next step is to either find a producer that you like. If you know people that produce music, then you know that's a good place to start. Maybe they can write music for you for free and just take a cut out of what you make. You know, make a deal with them. The second thing you can do is produce yourself if you want to. I don't know anything about music production, like the actual instrumental beats. I can't teach you about it. The third thing that I do is find beats off YouTube. And there are hundreds of thousands of instrumental beats on YouTube. So many beats, and it's a jungle. But once you find a producer that you like, stick to them, subscribe to them, and you will like see what they come up with. How to find the beats on YouTube. You either search for some artist that you like or the type of music that you want to make. So for example, you can search for Justin Bieber type beats, or happy Justin Bieber type beats, sad Justin Bieber type beat. And you can also, if you want for it to be free, these beats are usually a little bit more simple and it's usually harder to find the good ones. But if you really want to make this free for yourself, you can either search free or free for profit. if you want to put it on YouTube and have it be monetized, search for free for profit beats. If you just use the free beats, they're usually a little bit better, but you cannot monetize them. So you can put them on YouTube, but not on Spotify or anywhere else. I would recommend actually purchasing beats because the people that make beats also have to make money. And, you know, I'm all for supporting people that are talented and amazing, so I just want to support them personally. And also because then you have the rights to put them on things like Spotify and Apple Music. I have different playlists on YouTube with saved beats for different types of songs. So sad beats, romantic beats. I have one called bedroom pop because apparently that's a genre. Trap music, you know, I have all these types of different beats for the different type of songs that I want to make. Yes, this is time consuming. This is probably actually the most time consuming part of making songs, is finding beats that you like, especially if you're me and like very picky. But yeah, I promise you it's worth it. Like when you find a beat that you actually vibe to, that's like a whole nother level of happiness. Like you're just like, yes, finally, now I can write my song. When you find a beat that you enjoy and you feel like, I could make something of this, I could make this amazing, I just need to put my lyrics on there, my vocals, that's when you have to come up with an idea. You can either do this like meanwhile writing the song, but the easiest thing is to actually have an idea when you start making the first draft of the song. Okay, so say you want to write a song about your first heartbreak. This is something a lot of songwriters do because songwriting can actually be very therapeutic and a coping thing that you do when you are upset or, you know, can't really process your emotions. Writing songs about it is actually very, very helpful. So you first try to like just write about it. Like imagine this as a poem or a diary entry or just a letter to the person that hurt you. Just write. And if you can't do this, use your My Lyrics document as a supportive, you know, a helpful thing. I personally do this. I personally write like a little paragraph of what I'm feeling about this topic. This is where you kind of start to find the melody of your song. So listen to the beat over and over again and kind of try to hum along to it, sing random words to it. Just try to like find a melody that works with the beat. And then when you find the melody, you can start trying to use different words. So if you have this little paragraph about the topic of the song, then you can start using that. And the thing about this is that you can actually sing the same word in so many different ways. And this means that you can use the same paragraph to sing every song that there is in the world, pretty much. So now you just sing random things to the beat. Also, I just have to remind you to please, for God's sake, record yourself. Record yourself using the voice memos or a camera or whatever. Because when you sing this, you're just kind of freestyling. And if you come up with something great on the spot, like then you obviously want to remember what you just said. So always, always, always record yourself. Usually the first thing that comes to me is the chorus. I feel like the chorus is the easiest part to make, and it's also the smartest thing to get done first, because when you're done with the chorus, you're pretty much done with like 50% of the song. It's also easier to structure your song once you have the chorus or like the first draft of the chorus done. So what you do now is you pretty much just write down everything that you sang using your voice memo to recall what you just sang. And the thing you're gonna do now is you're gonna create the song structure in a new document on your computer or on your phone or on paper, no matter where you create the song structure. And for pop songs, it usually goes like this: intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, chorus, outro. That is the structure that most pop songs nowadays use. You don't have to use this. You don't have to use this structure. And you can use any structure, really. It's really up to you. Like, one song that I wrote was more like a long poem. It didn't really have any structure at all. So this is really up to you. But if you're getting started, it's usually easier to start with a structure that is known to work well. So the intros and outros are usually just instrumentals, but you can do ad-libs or hum or like say words from the song. You know, you can play around with it. Usually it's just instrumentals. The first verse is usually starting to tell a story. The pre-chorus is kind of the build-up to the climax, which is the chorus. And the chorus is usually very simple. It's usually a little bit more repetitive. It usually amplifies the actual meaning of the song. Then we have the second verse, and the second verse is basically continuing to tell the story and maybe ending the story. And then we have the bridge, which is basically a different version of the chorus. It's pretty much usually repeating words that are, or sentences that are in the verses or the chorus, and it's just kind of a build up to the last chorus, pretty much. And then there's the outro. That's again usually just instrumental. But then of course you can do anything with your song. It doesn't have to be telling a story. It can be more like a letter to someone, or a poem about your feelings, or just your random thoughts and opinions about a subject. It can be anything, which is the beauty with making music. It's just, there are no rules. You can do whatever you want. And there's really no bad or good in music, because some people might think it's bad, some people might think it's good. So there isn't like a universal good or bad, which means that it's highly likely that someone is gonna like your song. So when you've structured your freestyled lyrics, it's time to actually make it make sense and make it better and make it good. So here is the part where I usually just sing the lyrics over and over and over again, tweak it, I change the things I don't like, I go into rhyme zone and find rhymes for things that I want to rhyme. I use thesaurus to find synonyms. I use Descriptionary for finding inspiration. So when you've polished your first draft into an actual song, it's time for you to record. And how to do this is to download or buy the beat that you were using, put it into GarageBand or any other program that you're using. And if you have your own producer, then they might help you with this part. But if you don't, you put it into GarageBand or any other program and you start singing. There are many videos on YouTube explaining how to use GarageBand, so I'm not going to go into this because this video is going to be hours long. You just need your phone or your computer and a microphone, and that's how you get started. So then you just do your best mixing, mastering, tuning. There are also websites online that do your mastering for you for free. So then you save your song, and then you're pretty much done. You've created a song, and oh my god, that is so amazing. After finishing making your first song, you probably want to put it up somewhere. So then you can create an account on a free uploading website such as Amuse. They don't charge anything, like it's completely free, and they can put your songs on things like Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, everywhere, all the streaming platforms. There are upgrades that you can get if you want to get your song to more platforms, but the free basic version is pretty good. Upload your song to Amuse and it will go up on every streaming platform that you choose. And then you can upload something like a visual video or a lyrical video or a music video to YouTube with your own song. I mean, if you're doing that, if you do that, please give me a chance to listen to your song. I would love to do it. Just link your songs in the description of this video. Send them to me on Instagram DMs. This is my Instagram handle. I love supporting other like independent artists. And also creating a music video, if you're confident enough, is pretty easy. You just kind of grab a friend, if you have a friend, or your mom or your dad or anyone, and you kind of go somewhere, you know, outside, take a forest or take like a big building that has a cute wall or something. Just go somewhere, anywhere, and use kind of 3 locations within a music video, and then you sing your song. And that's how you become a pop star. Okay, you probably have to go viral first or like blow up, but don't be discouraged if this doesn't happen, because for most artists it actually doesn't happen like that. You may be fooled to think that it does, because people like Olivia Rodrigo kind of blew up this year, but to be honest, she had been working hard to get like noticed for so long. She had been on like 2 or 3 Disney Channel shows, and she already had a big following when she blew up. So it's easier if you already have a big following. But if you're starting from scratch, like, I mean, you have no one knows who you are, it's probably gonna take a while to build an actual audience. So if your song doesn't blow up, just keep working at it. Just try to make your dream come true, you know? If you want to, you can actually send your songs to record companies. And if you are good, if they think you have potential, they can sign you, and then they can help grow your audience. Also, if you have a budget, you can actually use that to not buy fake views on Fiverr. Please don't, just don't. But you can actually use money to market your songs. Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, I think, are the best platforms to market your songs on. YouTube ads is a very good place because people usually can't click away from them for like 10 seconds. So then you have 10 seconds to make them realize that you're the best in the world and that they should follow you and listen to your music. Okay, so here's my extra tips for everyone that stayed till the end. I love you. You help my channel grow, so thank you so much. Mix your rhymes. You can use perfect rhymes, you can use near rhymes, you can use things that just sound similar, and you can use just no rhymes at all. And mixing all of these will make your songs sound a little bit more professional, because if you actually look at the song structure of the biggest hit songs today, then you're gonna see that they are not rhyming constantly, because then it sounds more like a poem or a rap. So if you're actually making pop songs, you don't have to rhyme constantly. There's no need. I also want to say that cliches are okay. Cliches are cliches for a reason, and you may use them. Use them to your advantage, because also there's this psychological effect. The fact that people like what they already know. They like similarity, they like the same types of songs, they like the same types of music usually. And so when something kind of subtly reminds them of something they already like, they're gonna like your song better. So if you use the same words as another popular song, people may unconsciously or subliminally like your song more. And then my last extra tip is to actually mix metaphor and reality. I personally think those are the best songs. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this and want to see similar content as well as my original songs and cover songs, then subscribe to this channel, because, well, I'm here and I'm gonna be making content, so you don't want to miss out. So subscribe to this channel because it's free, and in that case I will see you in my next video. Holla!
I go to war, I'll fight for you. Even when I've left, I do right by you. I'll be your everything, your blue sky.